Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen, wa la aqibadu lil muttaqeen, wa salatu wa salamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursaleen, wa ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'een. Amma ba'd, qala Allah tabarak wa ta'ala fil Qur'an al-Majid wal Furqan al-Hamid. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wa la yubdina zinatahun illa ma zahara minha وَلْيَضْرِبْنَ بِخُمُرِهِنَّ عَلَى جُيُوبِهِنَّ صدق الله العظيم. وقال الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. Inshallah, we'll take the first question. Can women wear coat over their abayas? So I think this week I've asked this question 3-4 times. That can women wear a coat over their abayas because they watched a video on a TikTok or somewhere on YouTube that someone was saying, I'm not saying he's a scholar. He's just going to be a very ignorant person who's probably saying that. But a scholar would never say these kind of things. Very ignorant person will be saying these kind of things. That a woman cannot wear coat over the abayas. What's the reason the woman cannot wear coats over their abayas? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَا يُبْدِينَ زِينَتَهُنَّ. And women, they should not display their beauty. And the last thing he says, وَلْيَضْرِبْنَ بِخُمُورِهِنَّ. Then they throw over their clothes something else which covers their beauty, which covers their basically body shape as well. The coat does cover your body shape, especially your body at the back, from your shoulders. It properly covers you because normally goes all the way to your knees. That is even better if you can do that. Because the abaya is, if it's silky abaya, it shows your body shape. However, but once you got thick coat on, it covers your body shape. It doesn't show that what shape you have. Basically, don't listen to these kind of people. Of course, you can't have coats over your abayas. You can have jumpers over your abayas or whatever you want to wear over your abayas. Of course, as long as your body is covered and your satar is covered and your clothes are not tight. This is the only condition. Next, another very popular question. You probably heard this as well many times, and it's a funny question, to be honest. When I was asked first time, Saviors, they were like, who's at home thinking about these kind of questions and then he puts on video? It's a saying in Arabic, kullu jadidin lazizun. Every new thing tastes very good. It is very tasteful. At the start it looks very tasty. So people, they are like, let's bring something new. And then the people like, subhanallah, I never heard this before. Subhanallah. Listen to this question. That I've been told many times not to pour boiling water down the drains and sinks because jinns live in there and they get burned and hurt. Is this true? Have you heard this question before? And I'll ask this question, but boys, girls, because their moms are telling them do not throw no boiling water down the drains. Where did your mom see the jinn there? First of all, tell me. Who saw jinns living in drains? And who told you jinn lives in drains? Jinns live in remote areas where humans don't live. They don't go there where humans live. They normally don't go there. Normally, good jinns. Good jinns do come in the masjid as well. They read namaz. They do all sort of things. Maybe jinns are sitting here as well, listening lectures because they like learning knowledge. So there are two kinds of jinns as well. Non-Muslim and Muslim. Non-Muslims are with shaitan and Muslims are towards, of course, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They like learning knowledge. Right? So jinns don't live in the drains. Jinn has no physical shape, physical form that you're going to throw water and it's going to go on him. He has no physical shape. Third thing is, jinn is made of fire. What boiling water is going to do to him? And the next thing is, since how long you pouring water down the drain on the jinn, and has jinn ever said to you anything? You pour boiling water on your brother. Look what he's going to do to you. And you've been pouring boiling water in the drain, and jinn is not saying to you anything. That's very strange. It would have given you big time money. It would have bring your whole house down if you've been doing that. So you just found out now jinns live in drains. Just tell me who went in drain and saw jinns live in there. Who told you these things? Use your, at least just a little bit. I'm not saying too much. A little bit common sense. It's a common sense when someone asks you question them. Who told you they live there? Islam doesn't say you lived in drains, right? Another thing is, when you come out from toilet, close the door because jinn comes out. Jinn lives in toilet. Who told you jinn lives in toilet? Jinns, they live in dirty places, but toilet and you close the door as well. Jinn has no physical shape. Either you close the door or you don't close the door. Jinn's going to come out anyway. The jinn came in your house through the wall, but he cannot come out through the door. Why is that? Someone came to my house, and my wife's friend, she said to my wife that, Allah, you guys don't close the seat. You know the seat, the English toilet, the seat, you don't close the seat. You are Imam's wife, you don't know that. And my wife was like, oh, I never heard this before. What happens? You're like, don't you know jinn comes out from there? And she found me. She didn't even wait for me to come home. She went and closed the seat. First my wife went. She closed that seat because she was on her own home. So she found me. I said, who told her jinn comes out? I said, how jinn went there first from outside? So if he came up from through wall inside the toilet, why cannot it come out through the seat then? Why do you have to close the seat? Either seat is closed, the seat cover is closed, or it's not closed. It makes no difference to jinn. Another thing, jinn lives where there are impurities. Impurities. You did toilet in toilet. You know, you sense. You did toilet in the toilet, urine or whatever, stool, number 2, number 1. After that, what did you do? Did you leave it there? Everything in you came out? You're not going to do that. You're going to flush the toilet, isn't it? You're going to flush it. Where all the impurity is gone? Outside in the gutter, outside the house. It's not going to stay in there. So what jinn is doing there then? There's no impurity. I'm not saying you go and do it. But if you want to argue, you come and argue with me that I can't even tell you with that toilet after flushing, you can do wuzu with that too. I know, it makes no sense. That toilet. Because there are only two things. Only two things. Irtifa ziddan muhal wa ijtima ziddan muhal. There cannot be a day and night. Either day or night is day and it is night. Is it raining or not raining? It is raining and it is not raining. Is he Muslim or not Muslim? He is Muslim and he is not Muslim. No, there's only either one of two. Why? Is this pure or this is impure? It is pure, but at the same time it is impure. No, it cannot. Either it is pure or it is impure. Now I'm telling you that toilet, when you flush and water went 3 times around and took all the impurity out, and water went 3 times, is pure. I can't even wash my feet in that and I can do wudu. And someone says you cannot. Give me the real why I cannot. You have to prove that water is dirty. Prove it. No one can prove it. Why? Because the proving is that either you have seen impurity in that water. We can't see no impurity. Or you have seen impurity in that water but it's not there anymore. Yeah, it was there. Then water came, new water, and it flushed. And it cleaned everything. It's just like any pot or anything, there's impurity inside that pot, and then you go and wash it. The pot is going to be impure now? It's not going to be impure. Alcohol in a glass, go and wash alcohol glass, and then can you drink water in it? Of course you can. So what about the toilet? I'm not saying go and do wudu. I'm just for the sake of argument, I'm saying why jinn is going to stay there where there's purity. Impurity is gone out. Yeah, jinn do come there. Rasulullah did say, before you enter in toilet, you do read, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubuthi wal khaba'is. That Allah protect me before going in toilet. Not when you are in toilet. Outside the toilet, you read dua before going in. Allah protect me from khubuth wal khaba'is. Evil jinns, male and female. So Allah subhanahu put a very thin curtain between you and them. They don't see you at that time. That doesn't mean they are living in your toilet. Because you put in that fear in your mind. You put in fear in your children's mind. The jinn lives in toilet. Every time they come out and then they close the door and they close the seat. What are you doing? Why jinn is going to be there? And what to do with the seat cover and with the door? Jinns are hissi jism. They can go through anything. They can adopt any shape. So it makes no difference that either you throw water in a drain or you don't throw water in a drain. You won't hurt jinns. Even though he goes water in a drain and he's living there, water will go over him. It's not going to go on him. Next one. This is very important. I would say this is a fitna is going on in our houses as well, between husband and wives, or you can take as a parents and children, you can take as a grandparents and children, or any two people. I've asked my husband to pray namaz, but he refuses all the time. For the last 6 weeks, he has not spoken to me because we had an argument over him not praying. He avoids Jummah too now. He doesn't even read Jummah now. Also, due to this reason, I have fallen out of love with him. What should I do in this matter? I tell you what you should have done. Look what happened. From last 6 weeks, you're not talking to your husband. Did that you going to your husband and then keep telling him, you read namaz, you read namaz. What happened? He started reading namaz? No. Rather, started reading namaz, you both are on the verge of giving divorce to each other. Always go to professionals. Seek advice. That advice is for parents when you go to your children, especially those who are teenagers. When you go to your teenagers, or when you go to your husbands, when husbands go to wives, if you are someone's case, you have to do. No one's going to listen to you, they're going to hate you. They will hate you. They won't like you. Maybe for time being, they start reading namaz. Maybe for time being, they start listening to you. But for long term, they will hate you. You are forcing that person to read namaz. There is a way of telling someone. There is a way of giving advice to someone. Tabligh comes with hikmah. As I mentioned a few weeks back as well. Ud'u ila sabili rabbik bil hikmah. Call people towards deen with hikmah. Wal mu'izatil hasana. With beautiful words. Nice words. How come this led to 6 weeks not talking? This you telling your husband, of course, there must be you been on his case all the time. That he said, well, okay, never mind namaz, I'm not going to go for Jummah too. There you go now. When you don't like someone, or someone doesn't like you, advice doesn't work. First, you have to make a relationship. Relationship is very important. When people come to me and they say to me, Imam Sahib, talk to my son, talk to my daughter, and they just recently started madrasa, I said, no, I can't talk to them, but I have no relationship with that person. At the moment, they don't see me as a friend. They don't see me as a teacher. They just recently started it. Let me make the relationship. Let him just come in. Assalamu alaikum, you okay? This and that. Then I will get them in my office. Then I will talk to them. Because I've been here 5 years, nearly 6 years now. 5-6 years. 2018 I came here. Time flies, subhanallah. इतना जल्दी टाइम गुजर मुझे याद है पहली मैंने स्पीच की थी यहाँ पे आके खड़े हो गए पहली स्पीच की थी मैंने यहाँ पे खड़े हो गए सुभान उस माइक भी दूसरे होते थे अल्लाह ताला हेलीकॉप्टर बंदा पायलट बना हुआ है तो दूसरे माइक थे वो पहली स्पीच 6 साल 2018 में आया मैं 19 20 21 22 23 चवियाँ शुरू हो गया subhanallah nearly 6 years and I was just counting yesterday I was like I've been here 2-3 years 3-4 years so my student told me he said sorry when you came as a 2018 before COVID and they were like so it's 2024 it's 2024 so nearly 6 years subhanallah how time flies but anyway acha first you make relationship with your son if you have no good relationship with your son I tell you if you have no good relationship with your daughter and why no matter how good advice you are giving to that person it won't work at all he's going to say I'm not doing it that is the reason when argument goes to that extreme where the person is not going to listen to me then do not say to him are you not Muslim then you don't believe in Allah then that's what he said why he's going to say no I don't and he will become non-Muslim because of you Allah will question you as well when he went to that level he's not going to say yes to you why because he's gone to that level where the pride comes in way now he's never going to listen to you so namaz roza hajj zakat tabligh anything you want to do go take advice first that this is what I'm going to do is that okay is this way is all right or am I taking it to extreme yeah you are taking it to extreme like I mentioned last time as well that people first they go and they marry that girl who doesn't do dupatta they don't wear clothes properly like Islamically and they are perfectly fine with that girl before the marriage and then very next day they want to change the girl how come you not got dupatta how come you not got scarf on how come you wear this kind of clothes you're not going to change in one day give us some time if you was okay before that you should be okay right now as well but lazim is upon you to give tabligh just tell her one or two of these you should be doing that and give her time don't just be on someone's case when you're going to be on someone's case all the time remember things only going to get worse you're never going to get sorted next my friend he's Muslim and he's married to a Christian woman now this is for everyone especially for youngsters because I've done a few nikahs then when man marries to woman she is Christian and then after that these things can come in your life so always look at the results always look that it's not going to be 1 day or 2 days relationship it's not 1 month or 2 months or 1 year relationship you're going to live with that woman all life and then kids going to come she's going to go to your house as well she's going to meet your mom and she's Christian it's not like you can marry a Christian girl right man can marry a Christian girl but a woman who's a Muslim cannot marry a Christian man he has to become a Muslim but these things can happen so he's saying my friend he's a Muslim and he's married to Christian he has a son and the mother celebrates Christmas, and she tells the son to say Merry Christmas and do all this, but the father is Muslim. Is this allowed, or is it okay because the mother is Christian? Now, when mother is Christian, of course she's gonna say Merry Christmas. It is allowed for her because she's Christian. That's the reason. Now, when it comes to your son, until your son is not to that, he has not got to that age where he can understand things. Like he's 3 years old, he's 4 years old. He doesn't understand Allah, he doesn't understand God much about it. He knows the names Allah and he reads kalima, whatever he can read, but he doesn't understand them. He has not gone to that level where consciousness hit him that Allah is one, Prophet Muhammad is the peace be upon him, is the messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He doesn't know all this. Until that age, if he's saying Happy Christmas and Isa alayhi salam is son of God, Happy Christmas is on the side. I'm not saying Happy Christmas. Son Isa alayhi salam is son of God, or celebrating Christmas, this and that, is up to the point is okay. He's not going to become non-Muslim, because kids, or they're born as a Muslim, after that, when they start understanding things, then their parents change their religion. Now, when she gets to 8 years old, 9 years old, not baligh, I'm not saying baligh. Baligh when you become an adult, 12 years old. No. When it comes to Iman and Kufr, then as soon you start understanding things, like 8 years old, 7, 8, 8, 9 years old, I would say 10 years old. Now if he says Jesus is son of the God, Na'uz Billah, he will become Christian. He's not Muslim anymore. You have to make him read Shahada. Okay? So you have to be very careful with these things. So it is your job to keep teaching your children, like, okay, that's fine, you're going with your mom, but make sure he doesn't say this. Yeah, he's saying because of some, let's say you are in extreme condition or something, you have to say Merry Christmas, cholo, you said it, but son of God and all the stuff, and he's going to do all the rituals of Christianity as well, that will make him non-Muslim. Wife is already Christian. It is your job, when you become a husband of a Christian woman, it is your job to give her teachings, and especially it is your job, it is forced upon you to teach your son all the Islamic studies, so he stays Muslim, not become Muslim, stays Muslim. There is a very important question going on in schools, especially in GCSE. Apparently this question comes. It's a girl who asked me this. She said, can you just tell us this? In school, we are given a statement like, same-sex marriage is not allowed in Islam. Give point of agree and disagree with reference to the Quran and Hadith. What do we do in a situation like this? So that this question comes in papers, an exam, GCSE or wherever it comes, that same-sex marriage is not allowed in Islam. Now give the point of agree and disagree as well to this statement. Now agree is fine. Then of course we agree. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, 3 punishment he said. He never sent 3 punishment upon one qawm. He sent 3 punishment only on the people of Lut alayhi salam. There was a scream, there was a stones, and picked a valley open upside down, they threw them down. 3 punishment. Rasulullah never cursed anyone 3 times in one hadith, but the person who would do these kind of commits these kind of sins, Rasul cursed that person. That whoever does boy to boy or girl to girl, Rasul cursed 3 times. And Sahaba said Rasul never cursed anyone 3 times in one hadith. 3 times. Allah 3 stones, not only on those people who are committing sins, but for somehow who was supporting them. Who was that? The wife of Lut alayhi salam. She was not committing this sin, but she was just supporting them. She said, no, it's okay, leave it, Imam Sahab. What's the point of you talking on a mic? No, Imam Sahab is going to get stoned as well on his head. Not here, but in next dunya. So if you are supporting somehow and you're quiet, then stone is going to come on you too. So there are many points of agree. Yes, we agree with this statement that Islam disallowed it, but where are we going to take the points of disagreement? There is none there. And if you say why, okay, somehow you have to give the point of disagreement, then you are going against Quran, you're going against Hadith. So if someone follows LGBTQ, right? He's doing it, but he's saying it is haram. He's still Muslim. Someone is drinking, not reading namaz, not fasting, and he's saying that it is haram what I'm doing, it is haram. I'm not saying it's halal. He's still Muslim, committing major sin. But if he says drinking is halal, he's non-Muslim. Leaving namaz is halal, non-Muslim. Anything it comes to imaniyat, halal, haram, all which are proven from Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forbidden. And you said, no, it is not forbidden. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, this is not forbidden. You said, it is forbidden. You become non-Muslim because you're denying Quran. So here, if you give any point of disagreement just for the extra points, most likely you're going to become non-Muslim. Go read Shahada. Why? Because you're going against Quran, Hadith, authentic Hadith. So you cannot do that. I think someone must take action, and they go to action, basically go to school people and go talk to them. That look, they cannot give you no disagreement to this, statement what you have given. Can a woman, last one and I will finish with that. Can a woman go to graveyard when she's on periods and menstruation? Of course she can. Why cannot she? The only places she cannot go when she is going through periods and menstruation is masjid. And what masjid? The real masjid. One is Finai masjid, where women are sitting there. The woman area in every masjid is Finai masjid. It is masjid, but it's a part of a masjid. When they make masjid, they always select the area of proper masjid where mu'takifin can only sit. They cannot even go in Finai masjid as well. In extreme conditions they can, otherwise they cannot. So ladies can go there. All those areas where ladies area, office, my office, library, you can go there. These are the areas where menstruation women can go, but in a real masjid. This is the masjid of hall, is this one, and the downstairs proper masjid hall. There, menstruation, women going through menstruation periods cannot go. So these are the only places where women cannot go. Otherwise, woman can go anywhere, wherever she wants to. She can go in graveyard, even though she's going through periods and menstruation. But she can't. So, next few questions. Then, can we pray in a room with a crucifix on wall or near us in college and places? Can a Muslim call another Muslim a kafir? Allah goes on in family as well. Mummy saying, "Tu ta kafir hai." Meri gaal na pe manda. So it's a very serious, a statement. Even normal muftis don't take these kind of questions. They just go to Grand Mufti. Why? Because it's hadith of Rasulullah. When one Muslim calls another Muslim kafir, one of them definitely becomes kafir. I'll tell you next time, inshallah, why. So you have got to be very careful when we call someone kafir and you know he's Muslim. You read kalma putta, you become kafir. According to the very authentic hadith of Rasulullah. Don't call someone Zionist. Nowadays I've heard, "Oh, you are a Zionist." You're calling him what? Kafir, Jew. Don't call these kind of things. It's not a joke. You know, when it comes to Sharia is not a joke. And another one, if you get urine splashes on your legs or clothes and have not got time to shower or wash the clothes because of work, is it okay to read salah in this condition? Very important again question. This has to do with everyone, because when they go to work and they're standing up, and while standing up they're doing urine and splashes are going on clothes, what shall we do? Can we read namaz or can we not? So inshallah we'll take these questions next week. Jazakallahu khair. Wa ma alayna illa al balagul mubin.